Graduates, in a short while, our lives will be forever changed. For starters, once we leave here today, we'll be high school graduates. We'll be in the real world. Many of us will be attending college or getting our first real jobs. Once this ceremony is over, we're no longer students of the Green Bay West High School. Instead, we will be alumni or of the Green Bay West High School. We will no longer be required to go to school. But let's not move too quickly just yet. Let's savor our last time together as a group of West High students. Our schooling may be over, but remember that our education still continues. Let us celebrate today knowing the opportunities that lie ahead and never forget our time together as Wildcats. I would now like to introduce this afternoon's first speaker, Miss Samantha Finstad.
Friends, family, staff, and loved ones, thank you for joining us on this day where we celebrate the success of the graduating class of 2013. It's ironic because 13, that's the same amount of years we've been in school. You know, in the first 18 years of our lives, give or take of course, we have lived over 157,682 hours. However, between the ages of 18 and 78, you will live over 500,000 hours. Even though it seems to have been longer, we have barely scratched the surface of our lives. After today, when the caps and gowns have been put away and the parties have ended, we will all begin our journeys into those next 500,000 hours. For 13 years, we have been sitting in desks, listening to those adults whose job was to guide and prepare us for our futures. Now it is time to take this path and walk it alone, without guidance from our mentors, because after today, all our paths will change, and we will no longer be traveling together. But the voyage we have all struggled through the past 4 years has been well worth it. Through the long nights of studying, deadlines, striving to stay awake in class, meetings, school assemblies we thought we would never make it through, lying to our teachers about homework we forgot at home, and most of all, overcoming our cases of senioritis. And trust me, it's real. But now the track has ended, and I am proud to stand among you and say that we finally made it. The past 4 years here at West High School and the people I have met have been amazing. I've gained friends who will stay in my life no matter the distance between us. For me, this distance could be quite great as I enter the Navy, because I'm sure there will be plenty of water to swim through. The faculty and staff here at West High have always been supportive of their students and always went the extra mile to help us succeed. I personally would like to thank Ms. Melendi and Madame Poplaski for staying with me after school for hours, working on those crucial IB internal assessments. Most importantly, my friends and teachers have shown me that everyone has a past and everyone is different, and that is to be both respected and understood. The only way we could have made it through and will make it through hard times is if we help each other out. We learn from the smiling faces around us who taught us things outside of the classroom as well as inside. The memories we've made here are unforgettable. The homecomings, dances, games, get-togethers, hallway decorating, plays, musicals, meetings, relationships, and hectic volleyball games will always be the highlight of our high school experiences, even though they may have been different for every one of us. I am sure most of you will never forget the last-minute planning of dinner and pictures before school dances. I personally will never forget our bonfires and sleepovers over the years, and the big breakfast we would make in the morning together. It's crazy to think we have our entire future ahead of us, yet we are leaving an entire world of our childhood behind. As children, we had the generic dream jobs such as a fireman, lawyer, or doctor. But the time to choose what we want to be and make of ourselves is really here. Or at least the time to choose where we want to be the next time the person asks for our decision. Through the years, especially throughout high school, we matured and discovered ourselves, and what our contribution to the world may be. As strong, young individuals, we have the power to change the world, the way people think, and the way they see us. It's time to take action. As we grow older and become those doctors and lawyers, as well as parents, mentors, grandparents, spouses, and perhaps even famous, who knows? We will remember our youth and what defined us. I now say farewell to my classmates, for this may be the last time we see the same group of faces gathered together. I wish the best of luck to all of you, and wish each of you the chance to live your lives to the greatest potential, and be the best at whatever, wherever life takes you. They say 13 is an unlucky number, but I say it's a legend.
Thank you, Samantha, for your entertaining rendition of your high school experience and for sharing your take with all of us on the legendary number 13. Next, I would like to introduce Miss Anna Yang, this afternoon's second student speaker, who is going to share with us her memories of high school, along with giving us a few predictions on our future.
Hello. I would like to start out with a warm thank you to family, friends, and faculty who are here today with the graduating class of 2013. I can already tell that this is going to be an awkward speech, so please try not to stare at me. I woke up this morning and I blasted the song Thrift Shop and did a little dancing, and then I said to myself, you look like you're about to graduate right now. And then I proceeded to do the Harlem Shake. I have been waiting for this day, to be standing here in front of future business leaders, lawyers, doctors, ninjas, and Walmart executives. It is an honor. It feels like just yesterday, life was so simple. I mean, in kindergarten, eating, napping, coloring bunnies, and counting Skittles was the life. And when everyone had 18 Skittles and you somehow had 10, it was easy to say that they just disappeared. But as it got harder, we easily passed and moved on to elementary school, where tracing dotted lines to spell the letter A was practice, and where you felt that kicking that red ball past second base made you king of kickball, or being the last one to dodge that ball in the circle made you the boss. But all of us easily accomplished getting to number 1 in 4 squares and made it to middle school. They say high school is scary, but I swear those middle school hallways are lethal. The drama, I guarantee none of us will miss, but the memories are like gold. From huddling like penguins outside the doors to homeroom houses, go house 6-4, and building solar systems and volcanoes that would later be destroyed when we got home. We will remember that pizza will always be the best option in math, as we have made it through middle school, which already is an achievement and blessing. We prepared ourselves, or we just didn't attend the first day of school, walking into a home we would be in for 4 years, high school. We slipped into a new environment, but we're smart enough to quickly realize that only 3 staircases go from 1st to 3rd floor, and sorry, there is still no swimming pool on the 4th floor, which I believe should be invested in. From being at the top of the food chain, well, actually the bottom, we endured our years of extreme freshness and easily fended for ourselves as our teachers enlightened us and tried to teach us to be civilized. We soaked in all of the knowledge concerning what to do and not to do freshman year and became bold sophomores, not knowing that we have already made so many accomplishments within our class. Although being in different classes, we still managed to bond through those tight hallways and neglected that walking slow and making big circles was a problem, but we had pretty good. Although some of our hopes and dreams got destroyed along the way, like getting iPads and having resource rooms, we finally got to be a part of the upper class as juniors, and we're finally going to see the dance team from the front during the assemblies. I remember my first day of junior year. It was like 7 a.m., waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on, and everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop, gotta catch my bus. I see my friends, kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat. Gotta make up my mind, which seat can I take? It was Thursday. Who starts school on a Thursday? Thank God the next day was Friday. As a junior, some of us became a part of the IB Guinea Pig Lab, and many of us started with the year in higher level classes with outstanding grades and outstanding detentions. We were so close then and are even closer now. From suffering the ACT plague and considering what the heck we were going to do with ourselves, time flew and that summer of 2012 finally passed. Finally, we were the cool dudes, the ones who sat on a throne made out of gold and Quick Trip donuts. We were the seniors. Like Drake says, we started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, now the whole team here. It was a rough ride, and we have achieved passing each grade, and finally here we were, all swarming into student services to look for the keepers of knowledge and files. We survived, filling out college applications and scholarships, and even Miss Kadingo's burnt bagel. For the first time, we got sent home because the weather was bad, and still we managed to have time to haunt Mr. Papelham with the Red Wheelbarrow poem that still doesn't make sense. And now, we are all civilized and able to complete essays with the word other than thing, I think. We, class, became pros at being seniors. And when they asked us that question on where we are headed for our future, we all know what we are going to say. And if we don't, our answers just get slicker like Mr. Butman's here. We were prepared for this and have come a long way. And finally, the long-awaited day is here. I mean, 12 years is pretty long, isn't it? We have achieved so much already, and graduating today will be another achievement. But it does not stop here. We don't graduate, then put our diplomas under our bed and become McDonald's manager. We continue to look forward. There is still the world out there that has room for improvement, and we fit just right. All of us here will not just have graduation as an achievement, but are destined for great things and will be honored in the future with degrees, accomplishments, service, and the knowledge and understanding of what it takes to achieve great things. Someday, while I sit in front of my 82-inch widescreen TV, I will see Penny Lee on the front page of Forbes magazine, Jack Van Beek on Broadway, Joshua Lee, front stage and center, Max Morales on Iron Chef America, Lamar Banks on the NBA, Beth Borley on Dancing with the Stars, and myself, President of North Korea. Or a certified hobo. I know that all of us will shoot for the moon and actually land on it, because we have learned that if we fall, we do not lay there doing the dead warm. We get up and finish strong. And if at times we are working too hard and need a break, we all know, because we have learned that if we don't chill out, we will burn out. We will finish strong. Today is the end, but also a new beginning for all of us. Whatever mountain you decide to climb next, the last thing that I want to say to you all is that there are challenges that lie ahead of us, but today, spoil yourself. Hold your own hand and take yourself on a date, because we are standing on one of those mountains today and we finally get to tell them to back off because we made it. Congratulations, West High class of 2013.